Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Grinch themed hot chocolate bombs in the shape of hearts. First, begin by melting your chocolate in 30-second intervals in the microwave until fully melted. Add oil-based food coloring so that your chocolate doesn't seize. I wanted a lime green color, so I added green and yellow, more green than yellow to get this color. Don't pour the chocolate into the molds when the chocolate is still very hot, because what that's going to do is when you try to press the chocolate against the sides of the mold, it's just going to drip back down because the chocolate is too hot. So you do want to make sure that after you've melted it and added your food coloring, it has cooled down a little bit. And the best thing to do is to use a spoonful, pour it into the heart, and then use the back of the spoon to get the sides. And you can add a little bit more chocolate at a time until you see that the full heart is covered. Once all of the hearts are filled, flip over the mold to get rid of excess chocolate and clean the sides with a butter knife. Put the mold in the freezer for 2 minutes so that the first coat of chocolate can set. Once the first coat of chocolate is set, add a second coat of chocolate to make sure that your hearts don't break when you take them out of the mold. If you need to, you can heat up the chocolate a little bit. I'd say no more than 10 seconds. Once all of the hearts have a second coat of chocolate, put the mold in the freezer for 2 minutes and let the second coat set. Oh, and remember the excess chocolate from the molds? It's dry now, so pick it up and put it in a measuring cup to melt and use as a drizzle. The best way to get these little hearts out of their mold is to press the mold from the top and pull the mold away from the heart. Don't pull the heart away from the mold because then you can run the risk of breaking the hearts. And sometimes they're not going to be perfect from the sides, but once they get sealed, you really can't tell. And now for the fun part, the decorating. Let's start with the Christmas lights. Make a squiggly line, that's the only way I know how to describe it, all the way to the bottom of the heart, and then add the lights with chocolate to glue them on. Just add them on until you're happy with how many there are on there.
And now, the star of the show, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I'm sorry, I don't know how to sing.
But anyway, what you have to do is just go to Google, type in the Grinch, and it's going to pop up a lot of images of his face, and you can use those as a reference. And with the heart, I feel like that line down the middle helps. It works as a line of symmetry, so you can get pretty even sides, and excuse my hair, in the frame. If you don't want to use a lot of your black food coloring to color your white chocolate, what you can do is use milk chocolate that's already brown and dark in color and add a bit of black food coloring, and it'll get you to this black color to make the Grinch's face. It's such a small amount of yellow that is used to color in his eye, so there's really no point in putting that in a piping bag, and you could literally just use food coloring as well. A toothpick also works great for all the small little details. The piping bag can be too big for the little details, so the toothpick works great. The next two decorations are fairly easy. Just drizzle some chocolate on top of the hearts, add some sanding sugar, and then for this one, add that little heart to represent
the Grinch's heart growing 3 times its size that day. Aww.
The best way to get the chocolate drizzle off of the mat is with a bench scraper. That thing is awesome. Add 2 tablespoons of your favorite hot chocolate powder to your chocolate bombs. And once you have them all filled up, add in your marshmallows and any sprinkles or any caramel sauce that you want to add to them. For the ones in the video on the left, they are peppermint, so I added candy canes all crushed up. To seal the chocolate bombs together, put a plate in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. It does get very hot, so use an oven mitt when you get it out. And I am so sorry, but I forgot to record when I'm putting 1/2 of the heart onto the plate to melt it and to be able to seal it on top of the other half. But that's all you have to do. So grab 1/2, put it on the plate for 2 seconds, not too much because then all of the heart is going to melt. So put it for 2 seconds and then put it on top of the other half. If they don't line up evenly, it's okay because you can use that chocolate that we saved from earlier to seal the sides. So I had made a hat for Mr. Grinch. The first one that I made was too small, and then you will see what happened to the second one. It was too big, and then on top of it, it broke. So if you want to make a hat for Mr. Grinch, you can. You would just have to eyeball the perfect size for it. So what I ended up doing is using one of the heart sprinkles and making that into a hat. And I think it turned out pretty good. I liked it better than the hat that I had made. So you can go either way, make a hat for him or use the sprinkle to make a hat for him. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it's all over the place. I'm still getting used to doing voiceovers and editing videos, but I hope you liked it and that you try these out.